Fear of failure is good. Fear of failure will keep you.
What's up, Ricocap family and traders? Back again for another recap video here. Look, we're gonna talk about trusting your strategy. Today we're gonna show you how we trusted the zones, the Ricocap zones, and how we banked off of doing that. So before we get started, like, comment, subscribe, help out the channel. We're growing every day. The team is growing every day and I'm loving it. So I did this trade live, SPY. Today is Tuesday, 11/19. Look, we saw that, this week we sold off Friday, right? This week we kind of came out Monday. We played calls for the upside on QQQ and all that, and we kind of stayed in range. Now, overnight we knifed straight down, and then we kind of came right back to newer weekly lows, but in a demand. And we have a gap fill down here as well. So as pre-market, I'm watching, we knifed down here and then came right back up. Now, I know that, with experience taking puts, shorting, knowing there's continuation for downside, you do not want to see a knife, push back up after a knife down like this. You don't want to see a fat 15-minute green candle push right back up. And I told the team there, we got to be careful, eyeing puts. I'm eyeing puts, but we need to be careful, down here, because SPY did break technically weekly lows pre-market. Didn't do it during market hours, and that's what matters the most. And QQQ knifed pre-market into the weekly demand lows, but it defended it going into, at open, pushing up. So I kept all that in mind, knowing that. And so as we opened up here, we pushed up hard on SPY, got above 585.27. So we lost this zone, then got back above it. So once we got back above it, the zones tell us once that, a candle opens up here, we're ready to go for calls that we're going to go upside. So we end up slamming some calls here, and I really didn't want to. It was one of those where I really didn't feel good about it. We slammed the 590 tomorrow date. So we had a 1-day expiration on it. We slammed the 590. Premiums were just absolutely kind of juiced there, but we took it, and we kind of, started knifing back down where we wicked off the bottom of the supply here, turning demand. So we knew that was all right. We kept my entry was about 110. Members got a little bit less than me. I kept the stops at $80. So we got it for 110 bucks, $80. And so we're keeping that 25-30% stop, and respecting it just to see what happens. So we came down, we didn't even come close, so it was awesome. Those premiums were holding really well, and they knew what was going to happen next. We kind of fought again on the next 15, and then this one finally opened up above again our 585.27, and we got that push to our 587 target, and we're making our way now to the 590. So those calls ripped to 185 plus. So beautiful move right there, and it was just one of those where it took a little bit longer than expected. Usually my trades work pretty fast immediately, first 15-minute, the 15-minute candle, 30 minutes, at most. But this one right here took almost an hour. We're on live, so I did this live for the team, and just kind of stayed patient. Just kind of told them, do less. Let's wait. Let's see what happens. Respect our brackets, right? Our stop, first trim, trim into the move once we start getting that action. And then once we opened up here, I knew we'd probably dip, and then we're just going to get that volume push, and we did. And so that was exactly what we're looking at too. Also on some volume profile as well earlier, we were sitting right here on this volume profile. So I knew if we got above this, it'd be thin air up to our next target, and we're kind of fighting it up here at our levels. So risk off up here, risk on down here, and it was a solid trade where we trusted the zones. The zones told me it's time to go. Ricocap zone says it's time to go up. Calls are going to work, time to go. And I told the team, I really honestly don't want to, but I have to, because I'm trusting my strategy, and I can't not trust my strategy. So I had to do that, and I had to take it and kind of lead for the team and show them, this is my strategy. I invented it. It's everything I trust, and how I keep winning. And so this is just another prime example of trusting that. There's no reason to stop out of this. There's no reason to, take a loss on this when all you had to do is wait a little bit and just kind of give it some time. Let the trade work. Sometimes it worked in the first couple minutes. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes, an hour, but let it grind up, let it do its thing. Today is just one of those days. Q kind of did the same thing, got above the 500. We took more calls up here for that move to 501. Beautiful, easy stuff right there. Nvidia earnings coming up tomorrow, so a lot of speculation around tech right now. We caught pretty much the move here that was for today, and we're just doing less now. So right now, I would like to say, trust your strategy, keep an eye on the market as a whole, and just know that when you enter position, there's got to be a few other things you need to take in account, as there's other variables affecting. So get off the smaller time frame, get on the higher time frame. As you can see, hourly, opened up and just ripped up here, but we pushed through on the hourly right there. So easy stuff right there for us. Ricocap team stays winning. That's the recap for today on the trade. So very easy right there on that SPY. Took a little time, but we got it done. So appreciate y'all watching the recap. Like, comment, subscribe, share for anyone that wants to see this, that needs to see this. And of course, join the team at wap.com/RicoCapital. Get my private trade alerts on the private Twitter. Straight to your phone notifications. So join the team. We're having fun over here. I'll see you on the next recap.